everyone. I've seen some comments asking about my age, so here you go. I am a 16-year-old boy. But Bryson, you sound much younger, and I know. Okay? I know. So yeah, I don't just sound young, I look young too. I'm 5'3" currently, and I'm very skinny. I literally look like I'm 12. It's kind of frustrating sometimes, but I've come to accept it. I'm just a late bloomer. Turns out my mom and dad and at least one of my older brothers were also late bloomers, and they turned out fine, so whatever. However, I do have some funny stories about it, so here we go. I am old enough to drive, but I can't get my license till I'm 17 because my mom doesn't want to pay for my car insurance. Which means whenever I am driving, someone will definitely say, "Oh, wow, are you old enough to drive that thing?" And to that I say, "Frickin' race me, scrub, I'll wreck you." But of course I don't say that. I just try and hold back the tears as I drive off. One time, I was getting some fast food, and literally every person working there took turns at the window talking to me about how young I looked. They could not believe that I was old enough to drive. I laughed at their comments, but I almost died inside. Pretty much whenever I tell anyone my age, literally every single time the other person will point out that I'm short, as if they're making a discovery. Like, "I've discovered something! Bryson is short! Let's talk about that." Here's a tip. If you're one of those people that thinks it's important to tell someone something they already know, then just save your breath. Because I promise you, they know. And they know that everybody else knows. You don't gotta point it out as if you're helping them or something. The only thing you accomplish when telling someone they're short is just making them mad. There's this one kid that can't leave me alone about it. Literally every time he sees me, he says, "I'm way younger than you, but I'm still taller than you, ha!" And I really want to say back to him, "Yeah, I am short right now, but guess what? I can grow, but you'll be ugly forever." Like, do people see it as an accomplishment or something? My parents' genes happen to combine in a way in which the height of my body is higher than yours. I mean, it's not like they worked to become taller. They just happen to have a taller body than I do. That is not in any way a valid form of measuring your worth. Just because you're taller than me doesn't mean you're better than me. No! And this applies to other things too. I'm older than you, therefore I'm better than you. Oh wow, you're older than this baby? Well, he's gonna grow up to cure cancer while you're sitting in your basement playing video games, you frickin' millennial. People should measure their worth by their skills and things they've worked for. You're taller than me? Whatever, I could beat you in a Nerf war though. Or how about chess, or trampoline flips, or math tests, or rock sculpture, or funny voices, or just generally being handsome. Boom! Anywho, the doctor says I'll be around 6 feet tall eventually. Just later than most people. My dad was like 5'7" when he graduated high school, but now he's 6'2". Plus, since he looked super young all growing up, it's paying off now because he still looks way younger than he actually is. So I guess it all works out in the end. At least that's what I tell myself. Seriously though, even though it kinda sucks being so short and small now, I know it's only temporary. So if you're short too, then whatever. If people think they're better than you just because they're taller than you, then that just means that they don't have anything else to measure their self-worth with. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Okay, important thing, don't click away. Don't get used to this upload schedule. I know this video came out really soon compared to my usual schedule, but that's just because I had a long weekend and I had some extra free time. So I spent literally all of it on this video. I had to work really hard, but it was worth it. Just stay tuned for the next one. Oh, and thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. I was so happy when we broke that mile marker. 1 million, here we come.